Mm.
Like, it's a scheduling mess right now.
So what I had last time, basically.
Because it's like, I'm hungry, but it's like you have dinner, but I can't wait until after dinner because I'm going over a friend's house, I think. So,
Hey,
but, you know, if I don't do this now, then who knows when we'll
he
be
won't
able
get
to
it
do it.
done. And we can't miss a day of this,
We
God forbid.
can't. It's the truth. So, you know, we gotta make do. I am pretty hungry though, so if I start talking about that a whole lot, that's what's gonna happen. You could do the thing
Or
and like
fun.
you could do the thing I do and not even say hello, Biggs, and just start with
Post an emote.
a meme. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is like the first time I'm going over friends or something in probably like literally a year. So
Yeah, is like I don't remember you saying you've done that for some time.
yeah, it's like it seems real sad, and it probably is, but at the same time, I'm like kind of all right with it.
It's I mean, like as long as you have it's only sad if you don't talk to anyone.
Yeah,
So
right, guess. And this is
like,
like,
if you're still talking to people, it's fine. Like me and my friends can't gather around as much as we like to anymore because like people are employed and shit. So
I haven't really talked to Luke in a whole while, but you know, we just suddenly started talking recently through text, and it's like, "They want to come over again?" I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
is this gathering for friends or gathering for dick?
What?
You know, we just started talking through texts and then.
Because we don't talk a lot. Like, I think the last time we did something was like Awesome Nuts a few months ago, but he's pretty much the Awesome Nuts guy. I put a few videos up of that eons ago.
I remember these vaguely.
And I don't even know if I want to like bring my laptop. I kind of like disown that thing. Now that I have this big computer, I'm like, I want to go back. So I might just,
I don't want to turn into this baby shit.
yeah, I might just bring the Switch and just that, because usually I would bring my laptop,
Yeah.
but the Switch has plenty of multiplayer games on it. I kind of forgot. I also kind of forgot that you can do Salmon Run locally at any time.
You can, yes.
So that might be a thing we can do.
Oh, you need like 2 switches, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. There's like Puyo Tetris. Honestly, if he hasn't played Odyssey, I'd be fine just like watching him do that for the first time. Because that's always fun. For a weirdo like me, at least.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
It's like something me and my friends do sometimes when we gather. It's like someone's got a new game, so like everyone just sits around watching, observing, and calling him a cunt when he fucks up.
everyone. This guy curious. I'm doing like
Yeah.
a heel turn here now. Because it's like, that seems a little weird to me. Oh.
I mean, okay, we don't all say cunt. Some people say fucking idiot. Some
No,
people
no,
say
see,
oh.
that's not the issue here. It's not even an issue, but that's not the point here. It's just like, at that point, if you're having like multiple people, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if it's consensual, but if you're having multiple people, so it just seems like, you know, you want to get everyone in on a game.
I mean, it's not like we're doing this. It's not like this is the one activity we're doing all night. I don't mean that.
Okay.
I mean, like, okay, they're gonna play it for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, whatever. Usually when we're waiting for everyone to actually pile up.
Yeah, my God, that's the time when you boot up Fortune Street.
Especially if we're all like actually interested. Like the last time it was Shadow of the Colossus, which we all had like an interest in how the PS4 remake held up. Which it holds up alright from what I saw.
When you think about it, like, my Switch has like 1 billion multiplayer games, and then my PS4 has like 2.
I mean, it's kind of indicative of the consoles, honestly.
I guess so, but like Sony needs to
PS4 is a
step up
lot
their game.
more. I mean, they've got most of their like multiplayer stuff is online stuff.
Exactly. Terrible company.
Fuck tons of that. And then Nintendo's the opposite, where it's like, could you make this online? And then they slap you in the face and say fuck off.
And then they put it on the 3DS.
And then they region lock the online.
Oh yeah, isn't the 3DS still region locked?
I mean, it is, but like several of the games are also like specifically region locked online that you can't play Zelda Triforce Heroes with anyone outside your region.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Which is the most baffling decision I've ever heard in my life.
So, how do I forget that 3DS is region locked? Like, that might be the only
Switch
reason
isn't.
I don't have Yokai Watch 3. How could I fucking forget that? But then again, I probably wouldn't play that without English anyways, but then there's stuff like Puyo Chronicles, which people make a big deal about getting a Japanese.
I'm
3DS.
still wishing that I would get like a fucking Switch port or something.
Puyo 20th Switch port instead. That's where the real shit is. I don't want that 3D model chibi shit.
The 3D models are quite cute.
They're ugly. Do they even have Sonic Puyos?
I don't know.
That's all that matters, really. I streamed Puyo on my own recently, and it's insane how it's like. How could I do this?
Wasn't it yesterday or was it the day before?
2 days ago, I believe. Yesterday I didn't stream. I feel bad about this week because I didn't stream a whole lot.
I feel like that's not something you should feel bad for.
It's like I've wanted to, you know. I also did Hat in Time mods, and I definitely want to do more of the. I definitely want to do more of those. They let the enemies come up here, perhaps.
I mean, you're gonna have to talk to that dickhead there. He's like just doing a one-man stand out there. I'm not quoted anyway, so we're fine.
It's kind of weird how much fun I had with those Hat in Time models. I mean, I guess it's not really weird, but
I wouldn't call it weird, no.
it's just like I was just kind of like thinking it'd be like, alright, just something to check out, and it was like legitimately really fun. I had a great time. But I think playing the Delfino Plaza level really cemented why I might like Sunshine more than Hat in Time in the end. Because while Hat Kid is basically horizontally based, in that her movement is much more horizontal and not really vertical. It's like the levels in that game are made for that, so it's really fun. But
yeah,
it's like Mario could probably do that and vertical, and he can do the spin jump, which really fucked me up when playing that Delfino Plaza mod. I tried to spin jump probably like 10 times. Just unconsciously. By the way, Super Mario Odyssey spin jump is terrible, just a reminder. So someone killed the Moz up there. Sad. Either way.
that's
Get these back. I hate the sound of deflecting shots in this game.
It's nasty. Someone killed a mob here and then just didn't put the X in. I don't understand.
I mean,
this
normally that's me, actually.
Yeah, but it was one of them, and that's what throws me. It's like, what?
Because I'm like, you know what, some stupid dick.
Because I get why you do it, but there was no one else up there with him. He could have just put all three of them in and he didn't.
Yeah, that's actually usually what I do when no one else is around. I kill them all. So I'm like, oh shit, I finally have my time. But if someone's like anywhere close, they're like Squid Kid's eyes are the peripheral vision has the eggs in it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go kill a boss because I already know what's gonna happen.
Finally got the professional. Okay, I was wondering when you said procession, I was like, is that a church thing?
It doesn't take that long though, does it?
I mean, you need a consistent run of wins, and sometimes if you're playing with puppies, especially.
You know what? I could see it being like being just paired with bad people and not professional.
Yeah, all you need is like one slip, and then back you go. You know.
They're babies. Yeah, this weapon set's a lot better. You know, the mood is much better this time around.
I mean, it helps for me because I'm not under like time pressures or anything. Where like I haven't immediately got a call telling me "fuck you, come do thing."
Gavin's official
In about 10 minutes.
I think it'll start spawning. Okay, here we go. I'm not fucking around with that flying fucker on wave 3.
That's fair attitude to take. There's another one.
Yep, it's facing away from me though, so.
Oh, it's aggravating. It's alright.
Oh, okay, good.
We got professionals this time.
Oh, there are 2 more actually. It knocked me in the water. Wow, we actually do. These guys are good.
If I only could keep with them for the entire time.
Yeah, if only it was like, actually, do Splatfests still do that?
What?
Like, if you queue up again, it'll put you with the same team you had last time if they also queue up again?
Yeah, it has. It seems to have that, because whenever, like, when I did my last Splatfest, sometimes, like, someone from last match would stay with me. It was very welcome, because that was usually the good ones.
Yeah, that's what I
did
like.
that.
Because then you can just, if your team wins, then you queue up. If your team loses, you don't.
Reminds me of, like, I think it was in Splatoon 1, there was, like, one Splatfest where I fell into a lobby with, like, 3 guys from my clan, and they were just fucking clearly, like, on a chat together, and they were just fucking mutants. It's like, well, I'm just being carried super hard right now.
Well, we got the eggs. At least. The games on that wave was legitimately, like, 2 flying fuckers need to be on the scene at all times.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have spawned more if we didn't kill the other ones, but it's like we killed 2 and then 2 more would come in at the same time, one after the other. I'm like, okay.
The illusion bricks. We come in the sea beyond the code.
Kirby Star Allies. You know, I've been watching some of that game. I'm
Have you?
really feeling it.
I've been listening to what people say, like people who I've seen play it, and the impression I get is that it's either this was going to be like one of the Wii U's last games, just like another schedule filler thing, and it got bumped up, or they had some sort of like transition problem that like really restricted what they could do, so they had to like just hack something together and kick it out.
I mean, maybe. It's just like, I don't know if it's like New Super Mario Bros. Fatigue where it looks the same as all the other games, you know? And it's like...
I have no idea.
I can see the Star Allies thing being good for puzzles because it's like, you could just put an ability in your back pocket in the form of an ally if you need it later.
I don't think they would implement it like that though, because that would require Nintendo.
Well, the thing is, from the puzzles I've seen, they supply the abilities.
Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Which is like, well, that's not the puzzle. It's like on one hand, I hate when you have to go back. You don't have the ability, so you lose.
I guess to be fair, like they've done that. Like I remember, like Superstar would do that a fuck ton as well. Like rooms with like cannons in it, for instance, will always have a fire guy right there.
Yeah, maybe.
And he would always respawn if you just like, he would always respawn if you just inch the camera away slightly if you accidentally killed him. Like there was no messing about. The game would just always give you what you needed.
It's kind of weird that that's like, I don't know why, because it makes sense, but it felt weird that that was still a thing in Star Allies, where you could just respawn enemies in the same way you could in like Mega Man 2, 50 years ago. It's weird to see a game with modern graphics do that, even if it has an actual gameplay purpose.
And you feel like these days, I imagine it's more just like a mechanical consideration, whereas in like the NES days, I'm pretty sure it was just
technical
because of how it was made. Yeah, like, I don't think that was necessarily intentional. It was just hard happened.
There's so many eggs up front.
So I see.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of looks boring. I feel bad because it's like hating on Kirby. Oh god, but like, I don't know, just
That's usually my thing.
Like, maybe it's fun if you're, like, playing with a friend and not really focusing on the game,
I mean,
but,
like, stupid amounts of things are fun when you do it with a friend, you know?
But, I mean, I had fun with the other Kirby games alone, and I didn't really feel like I'd be getting that here.
Yeah.
I think, and also, like, the allies are just kind of a weird mechanic. Like, one ally in Superstar was fine. Having 3 of them seems like a big clusterfuck, and, like, even if they wait for you to kill an enemy, it's like, the fact that that's a thing that's noticeable kind of like highlights the problem, I think, of like, you know, it just being cluttered and like too easy. It's like, but that's like, oh, but on bosses they actually have these little platforms where you can turn all your allies into trophies.
Okay.
I mean, you can actually dismiss an ally at any time, so it's kind of curious, but which is, I guess, an easier way for the people who want to fight the boss on their own.
And do you need like allies and standard play for shit?
I don't think you do. You kind of do, because like some puzzles require combining abilities, but I think you only need one ally at most for that.
Okay.
But the thing about the combining is it's so lame. It's like, it's even lamer than Squeak Squad because they advertised it as being not as lame as Squeak Squad, but it is, you know? It's
Yeah.
like some abilities have, some abilities get, like some abilities are receivers and some are getters, if that makes any sense. Like Sword is a receiver. It receives fire buffs, it receives water buffs. And then water and fire are like givers. They can't receive anything. So it's just kind of like, and then it's really just, oh, fire sword, oh, like, you know, fire, baton, water, baton, and just attack up. I guess it, like, gives your attacks a little bit more flair, like charging a hammer in Monster Hunter. And like a red Kinsect buff and that, but, you know, it's not as interesting and diverse as Kirby 64, which is kind of what I was hoping when I saw the curling again. So that kind of makes it seem a bit more lame. Oh, hey, it's fresh salads. I have.
Yeah. They say it's for elemental stuff for weaknesses, but I kind of like. Do you really need that in a Kirby game?
I mean, I've heard like, you know, the what's it called, soul render. That's not what it's called, but that's a better name. But
Soul Melter.
Soul Melter. That's also a good one though. Like, that's probably pretty difficult. You probably have to min-max the hell out of it for that. True Arena is really why you play Kirby games, though, right?
No, I mean, this is the ones I played. I don't think I've ever had a true.
Oh, you know what's weird? Like, Suplex is back in this game, and that's the best ability by far.
Sick.
And it's weird, though, like, Suplex having moves that are more than just a dash. Because now Suplex can, like, fend for itself, which is weird to me.
I mean, it could, like, again, I'm referring to, like, Superstar here, where how, like, just, like, 5 or 6 different grabs for, like, every situation.
Yeah, but, like, did it always have, like, a down kick? The down kick's actually funny in Star Allies, but, like...
I think it did, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Like, Suplex is, like, a fully formed moveset, like, in Superstar, where like, you could just use it to fight purely, like, by yourself. You didn't have to fret about shit.
Oh, there we go. Was Superstar what the game with the movesets?
Yeah, Superstar had like you pause and you could like see movesets for all your shit.
Yeah, never mind then. Because I was always under the impression that
like,
Return to Dreamland was the one with that. Like this.
I mean, they could also oh, okay. Nah, like Superstar had that.
Oh, I guess it did.
It would like tell you like button inputs on the pause screen. It would even tell you ones that are like specific to Kirby or specific to the enemy version. Like if you're for someone who's playing as the ally.
Oh yeah, Suplex lets you toss your allies. That's something I'm not really a fan of, because then you always have something. But front throw was funny, regardless.
That seems like a very like natural thing to do, you know? Like in a game of allies, you may as well like let you use your friends as projectiles.
Yeah, but it's pretty funny, you know, you just like grab them and then you do an actual suplex move on them. It's not like Kirby's not taking it lightly. He's going all in on as if they were an enemy, and then they bounce against the walls. It looks like they're dying. It's like, well,
I mean, they are, but it's okay because there's the power of love.
I'm probably still gonna try it out, but I'm not really afraid of watching it anymore because I'm, I'm just kind of like, I watched it once. I watched like Vinny play the beginning because I was bored. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not really retaining any of this, so hey, I don't, you know, now I'm not restricted from watching anyone because they're all playing Kirby. Also, everyone loves Chef Kawasaki. It's like naturally, but at the same time.
I mean, I don't. So.
What
I don't get it.
Say?
You heard me. I also think that for the most part, Kirby games tend to be mediocre.
Wow, you can't say that.
I can say that.
You can't be a contrarian like that. I think the only Kirby games I was kind of like on was, I actually kind of like actively didn't like Mass Attack, but that like
I never played Mass Attack.
And I never played Robobot, and everyone's like Robobot's like one of the best. It's like crap.
I remember someone I spoke to was like fucking hyping up like robot story, story, and I'm kind of like, it's a Kirby game.
You know what bothers me about that? I
What?
recently learned that the what's his name, Man something Hartman or something.
I have no idea.
That like big CEO looking dude doesn't have the
game's he
voice of a
from?
disgruntled Italian man, like Gino from Conjure House, which is what I was expecting.
For many things don't have Gino's voice, and that's like a tragedy of this earth.
Oh god, my camera was like in. Oh god, there are two of them after me.
Yep.
Hey, Star Allies, help!
Yeah, two of them are dead.
Star
I'm working on
Allies,
that.
help! Jesus Christ, my camera is just grillers.
My camera is just small, bro.
Like literally, my camera's clipping into them. Oh god, I don't think we're gonna make it. Okay, good, we're gonna make it. Never mind. Why'd I go this way?
Or did you go that way? You almost destroyed us.
There, get those eggs. I should have used this earlier.
We're good.
Oh,
I mean,
that's it.
before, like from what I saw, like half times if you use that there, you would just been run over immediately.
See like halt, man. I was thinking of Puyo Quest, I guess. Also, Susie's a cutie, so like, can't be mad about that. Wait, does Star Allies have
yeah,
a, I don't think Star Allies has a cute side protagonist. Just like usually a Kirby game staple.
I don't know, I kind of get the impression that after the Super Nintendo, they never really knew what to do with Kirby.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it works.
Sometimes. Then sometimes you get Squeak Squad, which is just... eh.
You mean the tornado ability?
I never used Tornado in that. That was always like... Bomb in that one, actually, usually.
Well, you played it the balanced way. I think Squeak Squad's tornado ability is like my favorite Kirby meme. Shoot! Okay, I'm good. Not really. You want me getting?
I am kind of interested to play Robobot at least, but... You know, that'll have to be... I mean, granted, it doesn't really matter when I do it, because Nintendo games like never drop in price. So.
Yeah, really.
Great. Well, I'm dead.
Uh-oh. Jump! Alright, we're good. Star Allies got three oh yeah, the elemental antagonists.
The elemental antagonists.
Have you seen at least the ice one? The
No.
small floating ice girl, and she has the big ice staff.
No.
And there's like electricity.
I don't think they even showed that shit in the fucking Nintendo Directs.
What, Kirby?
That sounds no, the antagonist shit, 'cause that sounds completely alien to me.
Maybe not. I know there were things on like Twitter, and people retweeted it. Oh. There's a flying fucker.
I resurrected that person, they immediately dived into the water, so fuck 'em.
Oh, there are two snipers on the end of the pier there.
Alright, well, let's see what I can do.
Let's see what you got.
And you're dying.
Who else is dead?
The one with the Gluga do is just immediately dive bomb back into the water after
I
resurrecting
see.
them,
So
so I don't.
griefing. I gotcha.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of that. It's like you could be doing something much better with your time, but here we
Wave
are.
3 though? Like usually that's a wave 1 thing.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't near the basket. Your avatar's on the Switch, Gavin. Have you not changed to Min Min?
No?
Oh, that was my chance. I failed. Well, other than Kirby Star Allies, have you heard the other big Nintendo news?
What's that?
We have determined Luigi's penis size. I thought it was like a meme on Twitch to tell the streamer to Google Luigi. Maybe just after the Vine Sauce thing.
It is after that.
But, yeah, they released a render for Mario Tennis Aces, which I've already established is going to be a good game. And this further cements that because the render of Luigi has a bulge, which is a very bold choice for Nintendo.
I mean, you know, their football game had Waluigi do like thrusting his crotch at the camera.
But we didn't
so.
see it.
Doesn't matter, you saw it. You saw him like thrust aggressively. With the implication that he wishes to do it to you.
Yeah, using the size of normal tennis rackets, which presumably Luigi is using. People on Tumblr, I think, it's Tumblr, right, have determined that
I don't know.
Luigi's penis size is like 3.5 inches flaccid.
Okay.
And then from that, I further determined that Bowser must be 4 feet tall.
That doesn't seem like it makes any sense, but alright.
Well, how tall is Charizard? Isn't like Charizard also 4 feet?
No, it's like 6 feet.
I thought it was like shorter than 6 feet. But I guess 6
No,
feet's relatively short for something like Wizardon.
Yeah.
Always really funny seeing those like size comparison images. It's like, hey, he's about the size of a normal person. It's like, what? Wasn't he bigger in the anime too?
He was, yeah. But I don't know why you're expecting them to keep size in any way consistent or sensible, because they clearly just made it all up as they went along.
I mean, the anime did a better job at that, really.
The anime also shows like them all varying in size quite a bit. Like some are just bigger than others and shit like that.
Well, that's fine. You know, not all humans are.
No, I mean I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying like, say compare that to the game, which is just one uniform thing where they clearly didn't think any of it out.
Sounds like Monster Hunter World.
No, they thought that out.
They thought size out. But not, you know, there's no 3.5 inch flaccid penis in Monster Hunter World. Still kind of angry about that one.
Good morning, Polygon.
Great discussion on Luigi's penis. I mean, that's what everyone wants to hear, you know?
I mean, I didn't, but here we are.
The fans want to hear discussion of Luigi's penis, you know? What about Mario's?
What about Mario's?
Oh, that was really funny. There was actually, like a while ago, there was a Twitter discussion. Or like, someone put up a Twitter poll of who has the bigger penis, Mario or Luigi. And there was a huge discourse about it, because it's like, yeah, Luigi's taller, but that doesn't really mean anything. And then I posted a reply of Dudley from Super Paper Mario telling Paper Mario that he has a lot of girth. Got some likes. I don't even know what 3.5 inches flaccid would translate into erect, so...
I don't
even know the average penis size. I guess it varies by region, right?
I mean, it also depends if you're talking like erect or not.
Oh, I think it's just always erect, right?
Probably.
Like, what's it called? Shower and grower?
Yep. This is where we're at.
What? Oh, coming from Gavin.
I'm not one that talks. One of the topics I had lined up involves the other side of the equation. But
What, Mario's penis?
nah, tits.
What, Rosalina again? You want that Rosalina?
Nah. No, nothing to do with any Mario. It's about the saucy topic of video games being refused classification.
Oh. Boring shit. Sound the boring alarm. Is it because of Lara Croft again?
Nope.
Oh yeah, the Mario porno movies.
I do love that Nintendo bought the rights to those just so they could not be
I mean,
released.
surely now that like, you know, shit like Pornhub exists and anyone can upload to that, it's like, there have to be a million of those now, right?
I mean, probably, but this was back when, you know, these were like actually released movies on
On
videotape and
VHS,
shit.
you had to go to Adult World. Ever tell the story about how, like, in 8th grade we were on a field trip, and then the bus drove past an Adult World, and everybody on the bus started cheering?
Yeah, it didn't, but that's amazing.
It was a really good moment.
I've only ever seen one shot like that in time. I'm not even sure if it's still up.
You should go visit.
Like,
You're old enough.
Yeah, but I feel like if I go in, I will like have a disease when I come out or something. It looks like that kind of shop, you know. Like it looks like the floor is like in a permanent state of damp.
You know, I had...
And it was like, yeah.
I was gonna say, I had a thing. I forget what, though. Because I remember thinking to myself about this topic. And phrasing it like, it's like how other people think the word moist is unpleasant. I had a word like that, but I forget what it is.
Is it damp?
No, it's nothing like that. It's something like sexual.
Okay.
So that just, you know, kind of makes it hard to remember, really. Also, going back to Kirby Star Allies, I wonder how much of the music is reused.
Probably all of
There's
it.
a good amount of it, from what I was watching, was like reused, not like a remix. Because can you really fault Kirby for just remixing old songs?
Yeah.
But the remixes are good.
Yeah, but if that's all they do, it gets boring.
Well, it's not all they do, but I wonder in here.
It's like genuinely most of what they do.
Because the EX levels were like Smash 4, where all the music was literally the 8-bit Kirby music, and I'm like, no thanks.
Nintendo getting lazy with that.
Yeah, I've only really been watching streams where the music's pretty low, so that would be something I would have to like go onto YouTube and listen to the playlist for. Oh, you know what? We were talking about Luigi's penis when there was actually like actual video game news. The whole Sonic Mania thing.
Yeah.
Gavin, you gotta play Sonic Mania.
Yeah, at some point. I feel they're adding like 2 characters, and I feel like they're straying from the point of Sonic Mania by doing that.
I can see what you mean, but aren't they DLC?
I mean, no, they're being added as like a free update to the regular game. And Sonic Mania Plus is just the boxed re-release with everything in it.
Okay, because those would be like, don't play it.
Well, I can, because they're gonna be put into the base game.
I mean, you could be like,
And I'll say this, like, this, fair play, it's, you know, being added for free, you don't have to buy or anything. If you own the base game, you're just getting it, which is rad. Great, like, you know, great treatment of your customers, that's lovely. But I feel like it is straying from the point of Sonic Mania.
I mean,
It's getting...
I think I could understand, like, I understand that, because it's like, you know, just, you want Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, those are the classic 3 from Sonic 3. Yeah. Oh, you know what, that was something. But that's just me being a dick, so I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. But, like, at the same time, I feel like I would only really understand that to the point you're saying if it was, like, you know, like, Vector or Rouge or... Yeah,
I think they have more of a claim than Dick Fuck the Dong Smasher and his child friend.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Like Mighty and whatever the squirrel.
Ray!
I don't even know what he's from.
Nor do I, honestly. Like, I'm not surprised that he's a character we don't know. Like, Mighty is like, you know, dare I say, the meme where he's like, "Oh, I haven't been around in ages, but everyone knows who I am." Ray is like, "I haven't been
I don't
around
even
in
know
ages,
why
no
they
one
know
knows
that.
who I am." That's not true, but like I don't. It,
I mean, like, I'm sure, like, the, you know, the weirder people who are, like, excited by this or excited and all, it's like,
I
why?
think it's fair because they're finally coming back as playable characters, and it's the Sonic Mania team doing it. You know?
Well, I mean, like, finally in massive, like, air quotes, because they didn't need to come back, and I feel them coming back is a problem in itself. Because, like, I get, like, okay, you know, this, like, celebration of nostalgia, these are nostalgic Sonic characters who vanished for a while. But I feel like part of the greatness of Sonic Mania was that it escaped the big giant clusterfuck of generic characters that it became.
I guess, but like, I don't know. I feel like it still fits because, well, you said like they're classic, right?
Yeah, it's a celebration of like 90s and nostalgia, and here's some gets you haven't seen since.
I mean, isn't that what Sonic Mania is? Full
It
stop.
is, but at the same time, I feel like it works better as just a pure 2D Sonic experience, if you know what I mean, rather than just like it was good as it is. It doesn't need to celebrate this element of excess that has blighted the series.
Well, I don't think we're getting there yet. It's just two new characters.
No,
Yes.
we're not in there yet with just two new characters, but like it's an inch towards that. And it's like we perhaps should not go this inch. We shouldn't encourage them, if you know what I
I
mean.
mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna be like. I feel like it's not as bad because everyone kind of already knows it was just Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in the beginning, anyways. And these are DLC. Like,
Like not DLC, they're free updates.
okay,
So
I don't know. There's like that distinction, but it's, whatever.
or Cookie the Chicken.
Yeah, I wish it was Amy instead. Honestly, classic Amy
Amy
is
would
like
have
actually
fit
great.
better. Yeah,
Amy
would have
and,
fit better, and I guess I wouldn't have minded as much if it was her because she's closer to being in the main three than usual.
I can see that. Like Amy and Mighty. I don't like Ray. And you know, it's the
I'm not sure who.
Chris hates yellow, but also his design is just kind of bland compared to Mighty. You know,
I mean, it is, but also it's kind of like
his eyes also. weird,
Mighty's
you know?
Mighty's design is also pretty bland because it's just Sonic with a red back and black fur.
I mean, hey, that's better than Ray.
I mean, yeah, but Ray's just Tails without anything interesting about him.
Tails at least has a more pleasant yellow to him.
Usually depict as orange in older games.
Oh yeah, and then the Sonic Racing game. I think they confirmed that
I mean,
it's a Sonic Racing game.
If it's not just Sonic RHD, they already fucked it.
But yeah, they said it's not a sequel. Maybe it is Sonic RHD because that's not a sequel. It's a remaster.
Yeah.
But the Sonic RR is definitely making me think it's like kind of like a reboot of a just Sonic Racer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man, it wouldn't be a reboot, would it?
No, I mean like, I guess, like I don't really know how to describe it. Just like because it's been Sonic Racing transformed, so it's had Sega characters. Sorry, it's not. There was another one.
Sonic and Sega.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember there was another one, but there was another one. Shadow was OP in that one though, so it's all right. But yeah, it's just like they're going back to the probably just Sonic characters cast. But I wonder if they're gonna pull a Mario Kart and maybe have like one or two guests. I hope they don't, because I hated when Mario Kart did that.
They likely, very likely will.
Yeah, I was hoping for another Sonic Racing because for Sonic and Sega Racing because Puyo and Miku. Well, Vocaloid, I guess. I said Miku, but I feel bad about that. But
it's basically just.
it would be Miku, but you know, sometimes there were two characters. But also,
yeah, but if there was a second character, it'd be fuck's his name with the blue hair. Kaito, yeah.
All caps.
Or I don't know who else it would be. I guess you couldn't have just one of the. You couldn't just have one of the. I guess it would
Probably be.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd either be Kaito for the like gender representation or Luca for the waifu Is it?
Yeah. Because you couldn't have like one of the twins without the other, for instance.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't give 3 slots or whatever.
The Yakuza guy wasn't in past ones either, was he? I think I'm mistaking him for Arcade Cabinet Man, who's different but looks somewhat similar.
I have no idea.
But if he's not in, he would actually be a pretty alright addition. I haven't played or seen any of those games, but everyone loves them, and I'm actually kind of interested.
I haven't played any of them, but you know, David's doing Yakuza 0 for the channel, and from what I've seen so far, fucking spectacular.
Yeah, and actually a new Yakuza game is being localized. I forget the title.
It's not a new one.
Yeah.
It's Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is a remake of Yakuza 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. But I mean, you know, it's being localized. We'll take it. We
Yeah.
take those.
And Yakuza 6 is also out in the coming weeks, if I remember right.
Actually, it came out several weeks ago.
Oh, it came out.
No, that's a joke about it.
No, I'm pretty sure it didn't.
That's a joke about it.
Yeah, alright, okay, I see. You did a good joke. Good.
Thanks. I worked hard on it. It's definitely not a reused joke. Marcel, don't say anything.
It is 6 coming out next month, yeah.
It's actually kind of funny. I wouldn't have watched Critical's Yakuza video if the thumbnail didn't have Puyo. Have the Puyo minigame as a thumbnail. Play as a full teddy bear or full stuffing alchemist. Six is coming out next month.
There we go. Need to work my way down that series at some point.
Sonic Forces wasn't gonna be a sequel, but it's clearly a sequel. Yeah, you know, maybe it's one of those. Oh crap. We have the quota.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh yeah, Sonic's two siblings from Sonic Underground. That show didn't exist. Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's not insane.
Okay, at least Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog has, you know, the memes, but Sonic Underground has nothing.
See, that was a genuinely funny show at points,
Yeah.
and I hate the fact that people are like, "Oh, that's the shit one." Like, no, it wasn't. It was fucking funny.
I kind of like Robotnik's design in that. Weirdly enough.
It was like big and fluid and goofy, and it was great.
And I'm not just talking about his ass. That is a great gift.
It's like, oh, the edgy one was the only good one. It's like, nah, man.
People say Sonic Underground was the only good one.
No, they say the other one, Sonic Sad AM.
Oh, that
it was just called
God,
Sonic
there
the
were
Hedgehog.
3 of them, weren't there?
Yeah,
I
there
was
were.
confused those two.
The edgy one was based off the comic books, if I remember right.
Is it really called Sat AM?
No, that was a nickname fans gave. It was like, they always aired on Saturday morning to
Okay.
distinguish it from the other one.
I was wondering if they like actually named it after when they aired it or not. And then Sonic X, the true classic. Everyone remembers the baseball episode. Oh, well, I wish that Tree versus Pooper YouTube poop wasn't removed from existence. No one remembers that, surely.
I have no idea what you're talking
There's
about.
a Sonic X like baseball episode YouTube poop. Oh man, the Twizzler killed me. What a lot to it. Okay, oh, we don't have the quota. Oh, but there are 2 eggs right there.
I died before I could hit it. Thank God.
Oh my goodness. That was close. I like Scratch and Rounder in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, they were great.
You know, there was that YouTube video, did I link it to you in Discord? Where it's just 8 hours of all of DDD's and Escargoon's lines from the Kirby dub anime.
You didn't link it to me, but you did. They did on Twitter or something.
Yeah,
Right?
I feel bad because I've actually like sat down and watched like an hour and a half of that
Jesus.
You know, I think I like the dub voices for that anime. I'll be the one to say it. Oh, the Japanese one's better, but like, it works. Also, it's very weird how I could piece together what happens in the episode just from those two's perspective. So I think that's why I watched that much of it, because it was kind of just like watching episodes of it, but a truncated version.
To be honest, I still think it's baffling that Kirby got an anime at all. Nonetheless, one that went for like 100 episodes and ended up like that. That's just arcane to me.
How can I help you, King DDD? I still don't know if the funniest Meta Knight moment is when he kicks DD's car down the cliff in the anime, or in Star Allies if you refuse to take the sword.
What happens there then?
He's like so pissed off that you just ignored his, duel, that he jumps down and he kicks the offered sword away.
That's pretty rad. So I remember you could just wait forever and he would just wait for you in past games. He would just wait until you took it. He had all the time in the world, fuck you.
Wasn't that when the halberd was crashing too?
Yeah,
So
it was.
like...
He would just stand there and wait for you to take that goddamn sword, or until you moved, one of the two. If you just stood in place, he would just stand in place. It was also the same in, I think, the Game Boy Advance remake of Adventure. In his boss fight, he threw his sword down and he would just wait for you to pick it up. Or move again.
Yeah. Yeah, there are like some episodes where it's like all DDD, and then there are some episodes where it's barely DDD, and it doesn't really feel like there's an in-between. It's kind of weird.
The one thing I liked from that anime is that Meta Knight deliberately stands on tall things.
Yeah.
He just always stands on something tall, which I just appreciate.
And the accent.
That accent is cosmic.
But like the English, like, fucking dumb jokes and puns and insults that DDD and Escargoon throw out are actually pretty funny, even if they're corny. So maybe that's part of the reason why I'm like, this dub isn't so bad. If only we beat it on that last one. That's fine. Oh no, I'm getting cold. Hopefully it's not urgent. We got it. This suck. If it's urgent, she'll call again. Jeez. Okay, it's this one. High tide on this is funny because like the geyser's size really doesn't tell you much.
No, and also jackasses running around opening every single one will just condemn us to most of the match being spent on
killing.
Yeah.
I mean, good thing we have these weapons at least. Oh wow, I'm dead.
It only helps the people with them actually use them instead of... Also, I'm the only one getting the eggs from this first lot, and I don't know why.
Because I'm dead.
Yeah, but, like, I get that you're busy or whatever, but like, these jackasses could also be doing something. I'm dead now.
This isn't gonna go well. Where'd the other dude go? Hello? He's right there. I'm dead. God, yeah, there's a lot of shit here, huh?
Yeah. And we don't have enough time though.
Sure we do. Oh, sure we do. Can do this.
We might do now. Okay. Oh, my guy just didn't jump. See ya, Biggs.
See ya. You did it. Also, that's weird. I never even noticed that, how when you don't have eggs, the countdown is like orangish.
Yeah, it's red, and then turns green when you do.
I've never noticed that before.
I'm surprised. That's how I've gone like you don't have enough eggs in the last 10 seconds. I don't even have to see the counter to see the red numbers. I go, well.
Well, there we go, something new.
No, it's low tide.
The tide thing, that was the beginning thing. Jeez. Well, this will be the last one regardless, so it's fine. Oh god, and then I can eat lunch. Oh, the classic sandwich. My favorite. I don't even know if it's aiming for me. Oh, there are 2 snipers. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Oh, 3. Oh, one that. What? No, there are 3. Okay, wow. This is bad. This is good. I don't have any of my splash down left either. I'm good. Great, this game.
The 2 snipers on the right are down at least.
Okay. Oh man, I'm like really bad at killing flying fuckers now. They used to be my shit. Did I revive that person? No. Oh well.
I got 2 topics. The aforementioned certification one and another one about like Switch versus Steam.
Alright.
Do you have a particular preference or what? Oh, fuck's sake, it's down here again.
I don't know, but you're probably gonna have to make it quick.
Well, there are a few certification ones I wanted to do this one last time, but right as I was about to, you just began screaming about Smash Bros. Instead. Basically, for the first time in a decade, the United Kingdom has refused the game's certification, blocking it from sale.
Finally, Galgun 2 will not reach the minds of the
No,
children.
that one's fine.
Ah, okay.
But it's one similar to that from the same publisher. Omega Labyrinth Z, which has been banned for just being too hot for British eyes, basically, has been refused certification because it was given a European rating by the PEGI.
Peggy?
It was given a 16, which is like, you know, that's a whatever rating, so that's fine. But every PEGI rating needs to be agreed with by the VSC here, which is a part of the BBFC, who are rating boards for films and other
There are
content.
too many letters going on here.
Yeah, but the VSC disagreed and said this is just too hot for our children's eyes, and the release they gave saying why they blocked it mostly focused on horror, well, apart from all the hilarious levels of just sheer amount of sexual content. They kept going on about how this would corrupt and morally harm children for a game that's being rated well above any sort of child.
Well, at this point, everyone knows that.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. I was about to say that. Yeah, I get that, but the rating board shouldn't be admitting that. You know?
It's so obvious that they have to, right? That's how obvious it is.
They're basically admitting that their own ratings don't mean anything, and they have to block this because of that. And it's kind of like you shouldn't be admitting that out loud. You know? As to the thing itself, it's like whatever. You can just import it because it just prevents it from being sold here. It's not like a ban. You can just import it from mainland Europe. And it's fine. Same game. But it was just a funny thing where like they basically admitted in their own press release that their own ratings don't actually mean anything. And honestly, like when a game gets banned like this, it always has that thing of like, I want to see why.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I want to like, what line did this thing cross that made it go?
Probably didn't even cross any line that another game hasn't crossed before, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably something like that.
It just like got caught essentially.
Yeah, probably something like that. But I think it is just that thing. It's like, I want to know. But, especially because, like, Galgun 2 is out in, like, 2 weeks. And I kind of wanted to know, like, what that does. That, like, that one's been passed fine.
That one's on the Switch,
like,
right?
Yeah, it's on the Switch and all.
That's why I keep
Which is
seeing
kind of like, yeah, and it's just kind of like, what does this one do that one doesn't? You know, but
It's really funny seeing a website like My Nintendo News talk about Galgun 2 and then have screenshots and stuff.
it kind of
It's
is.
like kind of the mood for the Switch.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for it to turn up a Nintendo Direct.
I mean, South Park did, so, and that
the sky's the limit.
that one game did, that girl fighting game did,
Mm.
and that has some weird content in it going on, so I wouldn't be surprised. The fractured butt hole.
Hole. Do you get it?
Yeah, that was Splatoon 2.
No Splatoon 2.
I gotta go to friends' house. But last night I was working on overlays and stuff. And I had a new overlay because having to go like Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Christmas '95, and then talk about on Twitch and Twitter, and then mediocre on YouTube. I'm like, you know what? I've had enough. Also, I saw another stream have this, and I'm like, this is a great idea. So I'm gonna use it. Well, really, they did that on their offline stream, but whatever.
Nah.
And also below the stream, I put all the FFZ emotes in a picture, since FFZ isn't going to be putting their menu back anytime soon, where you can just click on it and have it and see it. So, if you like FFZ emotes, I have fucking 50 of them, including Monka S, which everyone needs to have, really. Way funny butt jokes. I don't even know what a fractured butthole is. Call back to...
It's literally just a broken butt.
Call back to the joke where butts don't have bones. Classic joke on the stream, except not really. So yeah, we're gonna peace out, and I don't know how to turn off desktop audio. So,
Well, you just mute the thing.
I know, but it's annoying on OBS. I hate it. Thanks for coming out. See ya.
Bye.